Hello everyone. Today I will be giving my reactions and thoughts on the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft and giving some draft grades for each pick. There were some surprises that I definitely want to discuss, so let's get right on into the video. Pick number 1, Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow. I won't spend too much time on this pick. We all knew Burrow would be going to the Bengals with the first pick. He is a great quarterback prospect for a team that needs a new quarterback. Draft grade A. Pick number 2, Washington Redskins, Chase Young. Hard to go wrong with this pick, even though it's not a specific need. Young is way too good to pass up. Draft grade A. Pick number 3, Detroit Lions, Jeff Okudah. The Lions make the right pick here for who is on the board, again even though corner isn't their strongest need. Adding Okudah to their secondary can make an instant impact and is worth the number 3 pick. Draft grade B+. Pick 4, New York Giants, Andrew Thomas. The Giants fill a need with the safest tackle in the class. Thomas doesn't have the highest potential, but he is the most likely to not become a bust at the NFL level. As this is their only first-round pick, taking Thomas at 4 wasn't the worst decision. Draft grade B. Pick 5, Miami Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa. As most assumed, the Dolphins took Tua at number 5. I think this is a solid pick for them. Yes, he has the injury concern, but with the current global situation, we might be seeing a late start to the NFL next season. Draft grade B+. Pick 6, Los Angeles Chargers, Justin Herbert. This is the first pick I fully am not a fan of. Like I said in my Justin Herbert player profile video, he is not worth an early or even mid-first round pick. If the Chargers played right and let him develop behind Tyrod Taylor for a few seasons, they may be able to salvage this decision. Draft grade C-. Pick 7, Carolina Panthers, Derek Brown. Great pick for the Panthers. They fill a definite need at defensive line with a first-round talent. If used properly, Brown can make an instant impact on the field. Draft grade A-. Pick 8, Arizona Cardinals, Isaiah Simmons. Talent-wise, this is a great pick for number 8. Need-wise, the Cardinals don't really have a need on defense as dire as they do at offensive line. Especially with the amount of line talent on the board still, I cannot give this pick a high grade even though Simmons is a top 4 player. Draft grade B-. Pick 9, Jacksonville Jaguars, C.J. Henderson. I like this pick a lot. The Jaguars need a cornerback, and Henderson is the best left by far. Rebuilding the defense is a must if they want to be successful going forward. Draft grade A-. Pick 10, Cleveland Browns, Jedrick Wills. A good pick at number 10. Wills is the second safest tackle in the draft with a higher potential than Thomas. Browns desperately needed an improvement at the tackle position and did very well at number 10. Draft grade A-. Pick 11, New York Jets, Mekhi Becton. Another tackle was taken at number 11, and by a team with an equal need for one. Personally, I would have gone with Whiffs over Becton, but this is still a good value pick for number 11 and fills a big need. Draft grade B-. Pick 12, Las Vegas Raiders, Henry Ruggs. The Raiders had a great selection of receiver to go with here at number 12. Filling their biggest need with any of the first round selections would have been a win. Personally, I thought going with Ruggs was the best choice of them all. Draft grade A. Pick 13, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tristan Wirfs. The Bucs traded up one spot to get Wirfs at 13. I don't know if they had to trade up one spot to get them, but still getting a guy like Wirfs at number 13 is a great pick talent-wise. Offensive line is not the biggest need for Tampa, but they could definitely improve there. Draft grade B+. Pick 14, San Francisco 49ers, Javon Kinlaw. By replacing DeForest Buckner with a cheaper contract here was a great move by the 49ers. They still will be able to fill their need at receiver later in the draft due to the amount of depth in this year's draft. Draft grade A-. Pick 15, Denver Broncos, Jerry Jeudy. A decent pick for number 15, a need is filled with a good talent. Nothing unexpected here. Draft grade A. Pick 16, Atlanta Falcons, A.J. Terrell. After losing Desmond Trufant, the Falcons needed a new cornerback, and they go with A.J. Terrell. Talent-wise, Terrell is not the NFL starter. He needs to improve very quickly or the Falcons will be left with a wasted first-round pick. In my opinion, they should have taken a different corner or addressed it later in the draft. Draft grade D+. Pick 17, Dallas Cowboys, C.D. Lamb. Not my favorite pick here either. The Cowboys have some big needs all over the field, and they add another receiver to their already full receiving depth chart. Talent-wise, Lamb is a steal at 17, but not sure if this was the right pick for the team. Draft grade C-. Pick 18, Miami Dolphins, Austin Jackson. Miami addresses their need at offensive line here with youth tackle Austin Jackson. Jackson has the potential to start in the NFL one day, but the big question is, will he be ready day one to protect Tua? Draft grade C+. Pick 19, Las Vegas Raiders, Damon Arnett. After filling the receiver need, the next need up for Las Vegas is corner. The Raiders seem to be reaching here with a guy like Arnett in the first round. Bad talent for pick value. Draft grade D-. Pick 20, Jacksonville Jaguars, Kayvon Thibodeaux. The Jaguars add another first-round talent to their defense with the number 20 pick, continuing to rebuild the defense. Big need, good talent, good pick. Draft grade A-. Pick 21, Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Reagor. The Eagles need another weapon on offense, but I'm not sure Reagor is the right pick here. Not really a first-round player, and with better receivers on the board. Not a fan of this one. Draft grade D. Pick 22, Minnesota Vikings, Justin Jefferson. Minnesota needs to replace Stephon Diggs, and with the Eagles fumbling the pick before them, they get lucky enough to take Jefferson at 22. Jefferson is a definite first-round prospect, and getting him at 22 is good value. Draft grade B+. Pick 23, Los Angeles Chargers, Kenneth Murray. A better pick here for the Chargers, filling a big need with the best linebacker on the board. Trading up was probably the right choice, as Murray would not have lasted any longer on the board. Draft grade A-. Pick 24, New Orleans Saints, Cesar Ruiz. Adding some more depth to the offensive line has been a tried and true strategy for success in New Orleans. Ruiz is a late first, early second round player. Taking him here is a safe pick for the Saints. Draft grade B+. Pick 25, San Francisco 49ers, Brandoniak. This is a giant reach. Even though the 49ers need a receiver, they trade up to get a third-round receiver in the late first round. Not sure what the 49ers were doing here. Hopefully they can prove me wrong. Draft grade F. Pick 26, Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love. The biggest surprise of the draft. This pick has giant implications for the Packers franchise. Obviously, he's been picked to be Aaron Rodgers' successor. Love will have the time he needs to develop before taking the starting job. Draft pick A. Pick 27, Seattle Seahawks, Jordan Brooks. I do not like this pick. Not a first-round talent. Got a decent amount of quality depth at linebacker anyways. Way better options at linebacker still on the board. The Ravens will be thanking Seattle for many years to come. Draft grade F. Pick 28, Baltimore Ravens, Patrick Queen. Big win, filling a big need with a talent that probably should have gone way earlier. After the Seahawks' confusing pick, Queen falls right into the lap of Baltimore. Draft grade A. Pick 29, Tennessee Titans, Isaiah Wilson. Taking Wilson here is a pick for the future. Wilson has high potential and can be ready quite quickly under the right coaching staff. Decent value for a late first rounder. Draft grade B. Pick 30, Miami Dolphins, Noah Beanerton. Pretty raw prospect, not sure if this is a first round pick. Will be filling a decent need at slot corner. I think there are way more talented players still on the board that could fill needs for the Dolphins. Draft grade C-. Pick 31, Minnesota Vikings, Jeff Gladney. Somehow a great talent again with Gladney falls into the Vikings pick. They get to take a mid-first rounder with the 31st pick to fill a definite need at corner. The Vikings may have the best draft class so far. Draft grade A. Pick 32, Kansas City Chiefs, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I was sure the Chiefs were going to take a running back at 32. Helaire will fit great in the Chiefs system. Probably could not have gotten Helaire if they waited till the second round. Good decision by the Chiefs here. Draft grade A-. That rounds up the end of this NFL draft reaction video. If you guys want to see a second and third round reaction video, either leave a comment or a like. Again, thank you to anyone who made it this far. Please subscribe and share the video if you enjoyed.